Hi guys, my name is Steve B. I want to talk to you a little bit today about staying sober for today. And when I came in to recovery, I used to hear a lot of people talk about the easier, softer way, and that can go both ways. I mean, you some might say, well, the easier, softer way is to drink and escape your problems and blah blah blah. No, but that's the complicated way. The easier, softer way is like don't drink, go to meetings, and for the beginning, that's all I really did. I didn't drink and I went to meetings. I came in the end of 1992, going on 33 years ago, and that was about all I could do. Is they used to say don't drink, go to meetings, and I hung on to that. And after coming for a while, I learned that there's much more than don't drink and go to meetings. In the beginning, it's good to have a sponsor. That's a suggestion. I mean, it's not written in stone or anything like that, but it's an awful good suggestion. To get a sponsor, somebody to help you walk through the program, to do the steps, to help you when to talk to when you need it. And I had those too. All through my recovery, I've had different people as sponsors. And it's I don't know. It helps. It helps because you get on the phone, you talk to them. Hey, I'm having a tough day, or hey, how are you? How you doing? How's it going? Like that. Either way, you're connecting with another human being, which is very good. So here I am, out here, outside my condo. It is March 18th, 2025. That's it. March 18th, 2025. The one and only ever in the history of time. March 18th, 2025. There's only going to be one, and that's the one that we're in right now today. It's a Tuesday. Sun is shining, man. It's a beautiful morning out. Beautiful morning. No clouds in the sky. The sun is glaring down, and that's awesome. That's awesome. Get a little free vitamin D, you know, from the sun. It's always nice. And, talking about staying sober for today. You know, I've my recovery has been quite the journey. I'm sitting here and all of a sudden it flashed in my head, being on the Caribbean on a cruise and being out on the balcony, and reading the literature and drinking my coffee and praying to God. It was awesome, awesome. And I wouldn't have anything that I have without my sobriety, without God. I believe that it was God given because I haven't had a desire to go back to it or anything like that. And I hear people talk about it all the time, how they get that desire, and it's freaking fierce. But I haven't had it, and I'm thankful I haven't had it, and I don't want to get it. So I will arrest it for today, and I'm good with that. Yeah, that's all my recovery is, a number of todays. You can go back to today's. 33 years ago today, I was doing the same thing. Drinking isn't the solution anymore. It's the problem. And the beauty is I lost that desire. I come in and the only times at all I think about alcohol is when I'm talking to you guys on these videos or going to a meeting, talking to another recovering alcoholic or addict. Then I think of alcohol, but most of the time I do not. Most of the time I do not. In my free time, it's like I'm not fighting off or battling alcohol. God has taken away the obsession, and that's actually the greatest thing that recovery has given me. I lost that desire to drink, and I don't want it back. I could take it back anytime I want. It's my choice. we all have choices, and mine today is to stay clean and sober. I do the little things that I do during the day, and a lot of times it's repetition. And there's another thing I used to hear all the time in recovery in the beginning: repetition, repetition, repetition. And that works in recovery. Hearing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. One of these times it's going to sink in. And like one day I'll be doing something, and it's like, hey, how about, where's that come from? Hearing it all the time. And it's in my brain. And like what I do on a daily basis, people would probably be bored with my life, but I'm not. I'm not. I love it. I love it, and it works for me. It works for me. You know. So what's up with you guys? Everything good with you today? Are you walking the straight and narrow? You know. A good idea. Walk the straight and narrow. Be determined to stay sober just for today. Don't worry about past today. Just for today, because you can do it. If I could do it, you could do it. Let's do it together. I want to encourage you, no matter what comes down the pike, whatever comes at you, stay sober. The drinking, going back to drinking is just going to hurt you. It's going to kill you. It's going to cause problems, more problems than you need. But eventually it's going to kill you. I've seen it happen, and I know it. And that goes for me too. If I ever decided to again, which I don't plan on it, there's nothing good there. And the beauty is I don't want to today. And I haven't want to for a long time. But I'm just going to focus on today, and what God has for me today. And so far, so good. My heart's still beating. The ticker's still ticking. I'm above ground. Those are all positives, And I don't want to drink, And seriously, if all you do on any given day is not pick up a drink, you could put your head on the pillow, a roaring success. Because that's fantastic. There was a time when I would never go to bed without being without being freaking polluted and drunk and all, just smashed, and I haven't come to in a long time, and I don't plan on it today. I'm gonna ask God to walk with me through the day. And what am I gonna do when I leave here? I'm gonna go for my little walk down the park, and maybe I'll bump into people down there, wonderful people in walking networks. I discovered that after 5+ years, that walking down there is awesome. You end up getting a walking network, and you end up knowing each other, and and it's just fantastic. I can't tell you why, but I said I was going to get up this morning and do some push-ups and sit-ups, and I didn't. But I'm gonna one of these days. I don't know. Lately, having some stomach aches. I don't know what it is. I hope it's nothing. And I just gotta watch what I eat, that I don't overeat, and that I go slow. I don't gobble it down and then just keep eating because I think I'm still hungry, but I'm not. Yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, which means nothing to me. We went to a restaurant and got corned beef and cabbage. You know what? It was okay, but I've had better stuff. It wasn't that great. I for me, like Mo. from Mo Monday, I will go to Moe's, and I'll go to Moe's, and I didn't yesterday. I was gonna go meet my daughter there. I was gonna have like my dinner, but maybe I'll go today. Moe's is way better. Let me tell you, Moe's is way better. It's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. So today, no go. Today, yeah. What's up for today? It doesn't look like any rain. Yesterday, the day before, quite a bit of rain. And I don't know why rain, should affect me. Like I said, if it rains, just freaking pack up your ass and go to the mall. Go to the mall and walk there. There are probably regular people that walk at the mall too. As long as I got a watch, I know what time. I know how to walk for an hour. And that's my 3 miles. So I do the same thing down there. I will. Yeah, down the park. 3 miles, 1 hour. So I do. Yeah, yep. And it's kind of marked out, so I know what to do. I know when my 3 miles is up. And well, right now that's the only exercise I'm doing. I wanna get my butt on the ground, and I wanna do some sit-ups and push-ups, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna see. This is what happens to me if I don't really, if something is inconvenient, or I think something's gonna, like not fun or whatever, I'll skip it, and then there it is. But I I still got to do it. So I'm gonna wait. Till tomorrow, and then do it. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. The earth isn't gonna fall apart. I'm not gonna fall apart. But anyway, guys, what are you gonna do? I know one thing you're gonna do is stay sober. You're gonna, I suggest you turn it over to God too, because He's the one that can help you. Not only to stay sober, but to have a successful day, to have a good day. And what's a good day? A good day is when I'm clean and sober all day through, and I walk with God, because that's the best that I can do. The best that I can do is walk with God, because on my own I'm a train wreck. With God, I can do it. I can do it, and I know I know I will do it. I'm determined. And if the thought of a drink or a drug comes up, I'll get on the phone and call somebody. I'll tell God, where the heck is this thought coming from? Please help me to get through it. And lo and behold, He will. He will help you get through it. God is a God that can and will help you if you ask Him. What does it say? Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be open to you. For everyone who asks receives, and he who seeks finds, and to him who knocks it shall be open. It's not a question. It's He shall. He shall. So don't worry about a thing. Just call on Him, and it'll be there. It'll be there. No question about it. God is more than willing. He's happy to help us. He delights. What does it so say in the Word? It says, "Delight thyself in the Word and in God, and He will give you the desires of your heart." Delight thyself in the Lord, and He shall give you the desires of your heart. That's all it is. It comes down to that. And today, yeah, I got to keep in mind, delight myself in the Lord all the time. I have to. Not just when I want something. Sometimes I just want His company. Sometimes I just want Him to be near me, to help me, to encourage me. All for that. all for that. So it's morning. I'm gonna go for my walk, and I meet the Lord there too. Also, with my praying. And I've been working on lately praying, without saying out loud, but praying underneath quietly, and that works too. God is able to. He's able to present himself to us, even if we don't say a word, and we just think it. God knows our thoughts. He knows us better than we know ourselves. Guys, it gives me a lot of pleasure to have you check into me. Give me a like and subscribe. I would love that. And with that, guys, love you all. God bless.